Hey, what's going on YouTube? I'm back. It's Air Force Shields. I'm here for part 2 of uncommon and hard to find Xbox games. So got about 10 games in this video I'm about to show you. And first I'm gonna start off with a couple of sports games that were kind of difficult for me to find, for me to complete my collection. So the first game is an NHL game, and it was released by Midway, and the game is NHL Hits Pro. So this game right here, it was one of those games that it was difficult for me to find this game. This game usually averages about anywhere from $7 to $13, but for some strange reason I could not find this game for a very long time. I finally picked it up. This is one of the games I picked up online from an online video game retailer, and finally got it. So, but this game, I'll probably say it was on my radar for a good year and a half. But then it finally popped up and able to get it. Like I said in my previous video, my goal was to try to avoid eBay to purchase any games. So this was just based on me going to swap meets, video game stores, Goodwill, Salvation Armies, and so on. So this game, like I said, it's not worth much, but to complete your collection, this was difficult for me to find. The next sports game, and I've only seen this game once out in the wild, and it's NBA Starting 5. And for some strange reason, Konami, I don't know why, they even back in the NES, Super Nintendo days, they released sports games. The Konami sports games are horrible, and this was no exception. This game, NBA Starting 5, it has Tracy McGrady on there with the old Orlando Magic's jersey, and I remember finding this game. I was on a weekend getaway. The wife and I were out of town, and there was a video game store in the local area, so I had to stop by. Every time I go out of town, every time I check out gaming stores, I always look for Xbox games. They had this one, and they had it for, I think it was $5.95. So immediately picked it up because I never see this game out there. So gameplay's horrible. It's not a great game, but I needed it, and it's another sports game for some strange reason. It was hard for me to find to complete the collection. And other collectors are having a hard time finding this one too. You can imagine why. The game's horrible. Why would Konami produce this in mass quantities? It's a horrible game. Another Midway game. I think there's probably a couple other Midway games I'm going to show you before I finish this. Series. And another one is MLB Slugfest Loaded. It was the last MLB Slugfest game that was released by Midway. This one has Sammy Sosa on the front of it. It makes me laugh. I guess this was released before they found out that he was juicing. But the gameplay is similar to all the other games in the series. Nothing special about it. Just Sammy Sosa on the cover. And I'm assuming that this game is hard to find because it was one of those games that, like I said, it was released in limited quantities. Midway didn't have much faith in this game selling much, so they released it and didn't do so well. And for the Xbox, I found this game at a local store in my area. It was, I think I paid $1 because they were clearing out all their Xbox games. But gameplay seemed like all the other games, but this was another game that was difficult for me to find as far as sports games. So if you see this game out there, it's not worth much, but if you're trying to complete your Xbox collection, definitely pick this one up. MLB Slugfest Loaded and Sammy Sosa on the cover. A game that is funny because this game was released for the PlayStation 2, and the PlayStation 2 version, you can find it everywhere. But of course, when it comes to Xbox version, it wasn't produced in mass quantities. And this game usually averages around $20 to $30 complete on eBay. And the game I'm talking about is Barbie's Horse Racing. Horse Adventures, not horse racing, but Horse Adventures. The game, as you can imagine, is not the greatest game. Gameplay is pretty bad. I played it for about an hour just to give it a chance, and it was just horrible. So, not worth getting unless you're trying to complete a collection, but it is one of those games out there, if you do see it, about $20 to $30 complete. And don't know why, a lot of horse games are valuable, like you said. There's a horse game on the Wii that's valuable. A couple of the Gallop Racers hold their value on the PlayStation 2. So, game's not the greatest, but if you need to complete your collection, there's another game to get. This game I'm about to show next, this game, another Midway game, and it's not a sports title. It was released on the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, And I think the GameCube version is worth the most. And this game, usually you can find it anywhere from, I've seen it as cheap as $11 to as high as $24. And the game I'm talking about is Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Gauntlet Seven Sorrows, I see that all the time. This one, I don't see that often out in the wild. I would say this is very uncommon. And it's a fun game, great game to play if you have a couple friends over, spend hours playing this game. I know me and my best friend, we played this game from start to finish for I forgot how long it was. I think we beat it in like 7 hours straight. We played 7 hours straight and we beat the game. So fun game, especially if you have 4 people playing this game. But another uncommon game for the Xbox. I do not see it out there too often in the wild. I got this copy very early when I started collecting for Xbox. I got this years ago, and I haven't seen this copy. I haven't seen Gauntlet out there much at all. I see Seven Sorrows, but I never see this one out there lately. So pick it up. But if you do find a GameCube version, the GameCube version is worth more than this one. Another game, and this is one of the few games I had to purchase on eBay, and it was Worms 4 Mayhem. Fun game. If you like the Worms series, it's a good game. This is one of those games that I wish I was able to play it on Xbox Live. It is Xbox Live released, and it was a online multiplayer. Never had a chance to play it. Wish I was able to when the Xbox Live was a popular thing for the original Xbox before the Xbox was done. But great game. A lot of fun with it. If you see it, pick it up. This game usually 10 to 15. Very uncommon. I've only seen this game 2 times since I've been collecting for the Xbox. Another game, don't see too often. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Melee. It's not the greatest game as far as Turtles is concerned. I think the best Turtle games were on the Super Nintendo, and ever since then, any Turtle game released after the Super Nintendo, it doesn't really live up to those games. So I don't give these games a fair chance because I always hold them against Super Nintendo's Turtles in Time. But this game, like I said, I'd say you find it around $10 to $20. Uncommon. I don't see that often. I always see the other Turtles that were released by Konami, but this one I don't see that often. This was a late release on the Xbox system. Pick it up, try to complete the collection. $15 to $20 is what's the average I see it going for on eBay. Not the best game, and as you can notice, most of the games I'm showing you, the only game I've shown, I think I've showed you 5 games already. The only game I showed that I'd recommend for the gameplay is Worms 4. So those games, not the best that I'm showing you this in this part. But I am getting some good stuff right now. One game, it's been released on multiple systems. You can get it on Xbox Live, the PSN store, and the game I'm referring to is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Great game. This game, usually you can find it anywhere from between $20 and $40 on eBay. The gameplay is exceptional, just like on PS2, just like on online. It's a great game. Love this series. I don't see it out there. This is another game I bought early on when I was collecting for the Xbox, and I can't recall a lot of I've seen this game out in the wild. I can always see it, like I said, game stores, conventions, stuff like that. But as far as out in the wild, I never see this game. So definitely pick it up. Good game. Average $20 to $40. Very uncommon. Okay, and I got 2 more games to show you. So the next one, this one is, and the next 2 games I'm going to show you, these are true hard to find games for the Xbox. These games were very, very, very hard for me to find. And if games do become rare, if it goes from hard to find to rare, I think these 2 games would probably be classified as rare titles in the near future. So the first one is Teen Titans for the Xbox. This game was also released. This game was also released for the GameCube and I think the PS2. But this one holds the most value. This game is very fun to me. It was fun. I had a great time playing. A lot of people don't like it, but I thought it was pretty cool. This game was so hard for me to find. I've only seen this game once over the years, and I found this at a swap meet, and I think it was $5 I paid for it. And I've only seen this game once. A lot of Xbox collectors that I know are still looking for this game. They do not want to pay the going price on eBay, which averages anywhere from $30 to $50. So a lot of Xbox collectors out there, they're hoping to find it. I was lucky. I found it out in the wild, $5. But this is definitely a hard to find game. Definitely pick it up if you see it. This game goes for average $30 to $50. And it wouldn't surprise me if you start seeing the price start to go up for this game, because it is very hard to find out there. And I only know 2 other Xbox collectors that have this game. And the last game I'm going to show you, this is one game that I've only seen. Another game, it's like Teen Titans. I've only seen this game once, because I've been collecting for the Xbox. And I can't remember where I got the game from. It was such a long time ago. I can't remember where. But the game I'm talking about is Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast. Great game, great gameplay. I love this game. Sega did an outstanding job with this game. I've only seen this game once. This game, I've seen it go anywhere from 35 to 50. Between 35 and 55 was the average price I've been seeing go for on eBay. It is one of those games I've only seen once. I do not know another Xbox collector that has this game. So I was very lucky to find it. I don't remember where, but I found this game years ago. And a lot of people, a lot of Xbox collectors, they think that if they get this version, Outrun 2, they think this is the version, and it's not. As you can see, it's similar. It looks similar. The artwork insert looks kind of the same, but they're not the same game. Outrun 2, it was released this game you can find out there. This game's not hard to find. This is the one that's hard to find. And like I said, I've only seen this game once. Definitely, if you see this game, definitely pick it up. You can definitely use this to trade with Xbox collectors out there. Keep it for your own collection. But both games are great. Outrun 2 is the one that you can see, that you can find out there. Outrun 2 Coast to Coast 2006 is the one that's hard to find. This game was also released for the PSP. The PSP version, I found the PSP version multiple times, but this one I have not seen. Only one time I've seen this game since collecting over the past few years. So definitely be on the lookout for some of those games. Hopefully the games I just spoke about, hopefully some of those games you already have in your collection. If you do, great. If you do not, those are games to look out for. Those are some of the uncommon and hard to find Xbox games out there. This is part 2. Part 3 will be out very soon. Thank you for watching these videos, and please leave a comment below if there's any questions you have about the games I just discussed. Thank you for watching, and again, take care out there in the YouTube world.